Welcome to Crafting with the Craft Lady. I'm your host Erica, also known as the Craft Lady. So today's show we're going to do a 4th of July craft, and it's a little more on the abstract side, but I still think it's cute. It's pretty easy to do too. So another announcement I have though is I'm going to take a break from doing the show for now. I should be coming back, but I just don't know when. I plan on it anyway. I just don't know for sure when that is going to resume. But I just need a break to refresh ideas and overall just to work on things on the show to make it even better. So today's craft is a sun catcher, a Patriotic sun catcher. So with this, what you're going to need is some black construction paper, cardstock. To me, it's a good background, but you could also use any color if you want to really go well, match. You could use red or blue or white or any other color. Also, you're going to need some wax paper and squares, or to fit your black paper or whatever color you use. You're also going to need some red, white, and blue construction papers. And so what I'm doing here, and I'll show you a little more, but how to do it. But it'll be cut in strips, and I'll show you a little bit. And then also what you're going to need is some kind of glitter, confetti, something to make it add that little extra spark. I just happen to have some confetti with stars on them, but you don't have to have them, but it adds a nice extra little touch to it. These are similar to the ones I've done before for fall with the fall leaf, but this is a slightly different. It's got a little more sparkle to it. So first off, what I'm going to do is take and have 2 pieces of paper, whatever color you choose, the same size, or generally the same size. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a smaller one for the purpose of this. And you don't have to do a star, but what I'm going to do is draw a star with a pencil so I can see it but cut it out in a minute. And if it's not a perfect star, don't worry too much. No, don't worry about it. So I'm going to do that on the first one. I've got it cut out. You're also going to need a pencil. And you're also going to need glue. And I'm going to try see-through glue to make it a little more, work a little better. And with the way and hopefully that'll work better. Anyway, I'm cutting out my star I drew, and let's see, we're getting there. So now that I've got the star cut out, ended up being a little sideways, I'm going to take and put the other piece with this on top of it, and I'm going to trace it. So make sure it lines up, and we're going to trace it. It don't matter if it gets messy, pencil marks in the inside of what you're tracing, because that part's going to be cut out anyway. So I've got it traced, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other side. Oh, I should not have cut it that way. Okay, so when you cut, that's a mistake I made. Wasn't thinking. Don't cut on the side. What you do is you kind of put it in the, you get it in the middle of the shape, and you puncture it with scissors, and then you cut inside the shape. So I'm cutting inside, but it wasn't that deep. It'll be fine. Almost there. I'm going to stop a little short to make sure we don't have it, because of the cut being there, but normally you go the whole shape. So anyway, now we got the 2 stars. What we're going to do is, I think I cut them slightly off, but anyway, we'll trim it up in a minute. So we got the 2 stars. I'm going to take one of them, and I'm going to glue the wax paper. Now you can use stick glue or liquid glue. I've got liquid see-through glue to kind of see how that works. I'm just going to do some dots around it, and I'm going to have to trim this up because I think it's going to be a little too big. That's a better size. Well, almost there. Should have sized this bit a little better. Anyway, I've got it on. Now if you don't have to add a lot of glue at this point because we're gonna add more glue as we go. So next thing you're gonna do is either take a stick glue, or you can just take regular liquid glue. And what I'm doing with the liquid glue is I'm doing a light coat over the whole star. Don't know why I closed that again. Anyway, so just try to do it as light as possible. And there you go. Okay, so I've got that on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is create some little red, white, and blue pieces. So they look like this. But how I did that is I took and put the pieces of paper together, and I took the edge and I just went like this. Kind of did shapes while they're all together. And that's what it looked, and then that's how it turned out. Of course, you can do whatever you want. If you want to put little stars in it, you want to put little, you could do tissue paper. That would also be a cute way to do it too. So anyway, now I've got my pieces. I'm going to pick out some, and I'm just going to put them on there. If they overlap the outline of the shape, it don't matter, because all that's going to be visible is the outline of the shape. Just and make sure touch up a couple spots now. So make sure that I can add the glitter part. So now what I'm going to take is my confetti glitter, whatever it is you have. Anyway, in my case, confetti. I'll take the confetti and I'm going to grab some and I'm going to sprinkle it over this. I think I need some. And this is really great. This may be better to do before you add the other, but live and learn. That way it stays better, because most of the glue is already accounted for because of the construction paper pieces. Okay, I think that's gotta add a little more glitter, confetti over here. And now the next step is to take, you'll need another piece of wax paper. So where'd it go? Here, well, here it is. So, and of course now I know to cut it a little shorter. What I'm going to do is take the other wax paper and I'm just going to glue it on where there's a kind of a somewhat dry spot around it, just enough to get it, on there where it's not gonna, where it'll be secured. Okay, so I've got the second piece of wax paper on there. Now what I'm going to take is find my other star, and on this part it's best to line it up best you can. So for example, that's what, okay. So make sure it's on the right direction, and you're going to line it up and glue it on top of that. So now that I've got it lined up, I'm going to glue it more so on the edges to make it secure, but also in there too, just around the shape, around the outline. And so before I secure it in its place, I'm going to make sure, okay. Oh great, I think I got it backwards. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'll make sure it lines up, because it makes more sense for it to be lined up. It just works better. So I lined it up, but I think I was still off on it. So at this point, if it's not exactly how it should be, you can tidy it up. It's hard to line it up when there's stuff in the way already. So I'm just going to take and, see it's a little off somehow. I'm going to trim it, and there we go. there is a sun catcher. And once it dries, you know, if you want to take and add a hole punch or something, or be a cute card or gift idea, you know, a little 4th of July card, right, that's the sun catcher or a card. So, thank you for all your views and your likes, and thank you for watching the channel. I do plan on coming back. I just have to refresh the show, so to speak. And I look forward to the next season, and I will give I'll give updates on the Facebook page when it's actually close to when we're going to actually do another season. So thank you for and if you like this, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next season.